Prime Minister Gordon today, calling for a new world order to tackle our global economic crisis. President Obama said globalization can be an enormous force for good.
2 billion of us exist on less than $2 a day. It makes sense to get rid of people. So what they said, they're going to make godlike decisions on who lives and who dies.
Swine flu breeds in pigs, spreads then from person to person. It's infected 8 people in this country, 1,000 people in Mexico.
There is a global meltdown coming. It is a global depression, and one world currency and one world financial system is the end game.
Cities across the American Southwest are on alert, and just now the Associated Press moved a bulletin saying that 75 students at a high school here in New York City have now fallen ill with flu-like symptoms and are being tested for swine flu.
Go ahead.
We have a very great problem in this country today, and I wonder if you would use your leadership to counteract the rumors, the rumor mongers that are abroad in the land who are spreading all these rumors and scaring people to death. Large segments of our citizens believe that the United Nations is taking over whole blocks of counties in Kentucky and Tennessee. Yeah. And some of them, they believe that we're in a concentration camp and they're going to give our army to Russia and all that baloney.
The issue is
there's a need for a new world order.
It's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
China said last week they want one global currency. France said yesterday or the day before that they want one world order, a new world order, at the end of this event. 2 nights ago, the government used $900 billion of your money to give loans to businesses and guarantee those loans. They even asked
hearing a great deal from our members about
a big part of this is the culture of Wall Street not changing yet with holes in the
It's what it is. They use the TV to program us from a young age.
This is a documentary from which I touch base on one of the most sinister, yet subtle subliminal foundations of messages in which the average person will never come to realize because of the individual's inability to escape their subconscious prison. Now, as you're watching this, please keep in mind that it is perfectly fine with me for you not to interpret this information as truth, but rather as an element of questioning yourself as to why you look at things the way that you do. Now, whether you believe it or not, it is very important for you to understand that there is a big idea that satanically lies within every single piece of data that you come across on an everyday basis. Whether if it's you going out to the movies with your lover, watching music videos in the living room with your friends, reading corporate advertisements on billboards and on the back of buses, or just simply laying back watching some cartoon shows to get a good laugh. The truth of the matter is that 9 times out of 10, you are unknowingly conditioning your subconscious state of mind with everything that you hear and see. In my previous videos, I explained the Luciferian agenda that the global elites are manifesting in plain sight. What's sad about this fact is that the average individual would just quickly brush away the truth in exchange for what would not discomfort their system of belief. Now, this is a topic that is always being looked over as nothing more than the famous conspiracy theory 6-syllable compound word. It is time to expose the mainstream media, music industry, and the New World Order, one world religion, in a way that I hope you understand completely. Since the very beginning of commercialized mainstream media, music, movies, and television shows, there has always been that one deliberate, eye-catching ancient symbol that has always mentally bypassed your full undivided attention when watching these different forms of entertainment, and that one symbol is the all-seeing eye. In case you don't know, and I'm pretty sure that you do, this all-seeing eye was originally crafted by the ancient Egyptians thousands of years before the Babylonian era, used as a symbol of worship to the gods and goddesses such as Osiris, Nimrod, Horus, and so forth. As millenniums passed, this all-seeing eye was gradually adopted by the super global elites, or, in layman's terms, the Illuminati. It is extremely important to understand the subliminal meaning behind this all-seeing eye, but again, it is for you to decide what you undeniably believe is truth and what isn't. With all the intentional distraction of the symbol being transparent more and more as you sit down and watch the mainstream news, music videos, television shows, and movies, the all-seeing eye becomes unnoticeable and irrelevant to what it is you're actually viewing. By this point, you are probably asking yourself, what is the all-seeing eye and its true meaning? The centerpiece of this all-seeing eye is an important Luciferic symbol that lies secretly within Freemasonry and Rosicrucian traditions for the last hundreds of years. This symbol is so vital to the hierarchy of all Freemasons that it has infiltrated its way into every aspect of religion, multi-billion-dollar corporations, computer softwares, film production agencies, mainstream news, video games, clothes, you name it. You are constantly being bombarded with the satanic symbol almost every single day, but are handicapped to distinguish the difference between an honest, simple, and straightforward logo with no subliminal meaning whatsoever as opposed to this one.
Mysterious symbol, which you've heard all sorts of explanations for it, but I'm going to give you the Masonic Illuminati inner meaning of what this means tonight. And it's going to probably gross you out and astonish you, and I apologize in advance for that. But this is what it means. Crowley reveals the secret behind the all-seeing eye symbol in one of his books, the Book of Thoth, which is a very advanced manual on tarot card readings. And this is the eye of Lucifer.
In the days of Hitler and his rising independent empire, this man desired and tried to enforce a one-world dictatorship, but failed to accomplish his agenda, therefore resulting in the people to prevail. During the time that this was actually taking place, the United States government and United Nations saw this outcome not work proficiently enough and realized that it had to be accomplished through stealth mode.